السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أهلا وسهلا بكم طلبة وطالبات الصف الثالث الإعدادي مع درس جديد من دروس المراجعة. والنهاردة هنعمل مراجعة شاملة على أسئلة القصة بلاك بيوتي. عندي نوع هراجع أسئلة اللي هي الانسر كويستشنز، وطبعا عندي نوع المذكرة بالإجابات ممكن إن أنا أحملها من الرابط الموجود في صندوق الوصف. Question number 1: Why do you think the Earl decide to sell the horses؟ ليه Earl Smythe قرر إن هو يبيع الهورسز؟ طبعا because they weren't able to pull the carriage، إن هم ما كانوش عندهم القدرة إن هم يسحبوا الكارج after the fall اللي هي بعد الوقوع. Question number 2: Do you think Black Beauty was angry with Ginger after the accident? Why and why not؟ يعني لو انت هتقول yes يبقى why، لو هتقول no why هتقول لي ايه برضو why. فهو بيقول لي هل تعتقد ان بلاك بيوتي كان غضبان من جينجر بعد السقطة اللي هو وقع او الوقعة اللي هم وقعوها؟ طبعا no, he wasn't angry because he knew that Ginger did that because the rains were very uncomfortable. يبقى هو ما كانش غضبان منها لان هو عارف ان الرينز were very uncomfortable او غير مريح. Question number 3: Why do you think that Mr. Barry's doctor advised him to ride a horse؟ ليه في اعتقادك الدكتور نصحه ان هو يركب هورس؟ طبعا to be healthy as he didn't do much exercise، يبقى عشان يبقى بصحة جيدة لانه ما بيعملش اي exercise. Question number 4: Do you think Fletcher deserved to be arrested؟ هل هو استحق ان هو يتقبض عليه؟ why and why not؟ طبعا الانسر is yes because he stole Beauty's food to give it to his rabbits. ممكن حد يقول لي no because he was poor and he didn't have enough money to buy food for his rabbits. يعني ممكن حد يقول لي لا هو ما كانش يستحق لان هو كان فقير علشان كده هو سرق الغذاء لانه مش قادر يجيب اكل للرابتس بتاعته، لكن في الاخر السرقه هي سرقه، فالافضل ان احنا بنقول yes. Why do you think it is important to look after working animals؟ ليه من المهم ان احنا نرعى working animals؟ طبعا because they will work hard if they are comfortable and healthy. يعني if you look after them very well they will be able to work harder، هيكونوا قادرين ان هم يشتغلوا اكتر. How do you know that Jerry cares about horses؟ اعرف منين ان جيري بيهتم بالهورسز بتاعته؟ اولا هو he gives them good food and rest. كمان حاجة ان هو he refused to take an extra pound to go fast because he didn't want the horse to get tired. ان هو رفض ياخد extra pound عشان مش عايز الحصان يتعب. فانا ممكن اجاوب الجملة الاولى او الجملة الثانية، الاتنين صح. What did Black Beauty find difficult about living in London؟ ايه اللي لقاه difficult عن العيشة في لندن؟ طبعا he found it difficult to pull، اللي هو الصعوبة اللي لقاها to pull the carriage through the streets of London with all the other carriages، اللي هو سحب او جر الكارج في خلال شوارع لندن مع كل الكارجز الموجودة، ده اللي هو كان لاقيه صعب بالنسبة له. طبعا why بقى؟ because there was so much noise and there were so many people. How easy do you think it was for people to travel around London at this time؟ يعني ما مدى سهولة الانتقال في لندن خلال هذا الوقت؟ هل كان من سهل ان الناس تنتقل من مكان لمكان ولا لا؟ طبعا بيقول I think it was very difficult، ان هو الامر كان صعب جدا. ليه؟ because there were no cars or buses، ما كان في سيارات ولا كان في buses، and only the rich، الأغنياء فقط could use taxis، هم اللي كانوا يقدروا يتحملوا سعر التاكسي أو ثمن التاكسي. so most of people traveled on foot، معظمهم كان بيرتحل أو بينتقل من مكان لمكان على إيه؟ على الأقدام. Why do you think Jerry didn't go fast for the passengers who wanted to catch the train؟ ليه في اعتقادك جيري رفض ان هو يمشي بسرعة علشان الناس اللي هم كانوا عايزين يلحقوا الترين؟ طبعا because he thought that an extra pound اللي هو في اعتقاده ان الاكسترا باوند او جنيه زياده wouldn't help if the horse became tired and couldn't work for the rest of the day. يعني ده هو لو خد الاكسترا باوند والحصان تعب هيستفيد ايه؟ ما هو مش هيشتغل بقيه اليوم، فبالتالي مش هيكسب اي فلوس تاني، يبقى الجنيه ده زي قلته. Why do you think that one of the drivers say that Beauty is too handsome to pull a taxi؟ فاكرين لما راح جاري اشترى الحصان بتاعه وبعدين راح بيه الى الشارع اللي بينتظروا فيه الركاب، واحد من الدرايفرز جه وقال له ايه؟ It's too handsome to pull the carriage. ده لطيف قوي على انه يجر الكارج. طب هو ليه قال له كده؟ Because he could see that Beauty was a good horse. ان هو شايف ان Beauty was a good horse and he would do well to Jerry. يعني ايه he would do well to Jerry؟ يعني هو هينفع جيري أوي في الشغل، مش هيتعب منه، هيشتغل أكتر، فبالتالي جيري هيكسب أكتر، فكان في نوع من الغيرة. Why do you think Beauty felt sorry for some of the taxi drivers and their horses؟ ليه شعر بالأسف اتجاه الدرايفرز and the horses؟ طبعا because they had to work hard all the time for long hours without any rest to get enough money to feed their families and to pay for their horses. Question number 12. Why do you think that Skinner makes Beauty work so hard؟ ليه سكينر كان بيخلي بيوتي يشتغل بقسوة بالمنظر ده؟ طبعا because he was greedy and wanted more and more money. يبقى كان طماع ومحتاج فلوس ايه اكتر. At the station، يعني لو بقى في المحطة، do you think that Skinner knew that Beauty was too weak to carry the family and all their bags؟ Why and why not؟ يعني فاكرين الموقف لما سكينر كان في المحطة وعرضت عليه عائلة انه ياخدهم هو كل الحمولة بتاعتهم او الشنط بتاعتهم وهو وافق، لكن جت البنت الصغيرة قالت له do you think that this horse could carry us؟ It looked very weak. هو شكله ضعيف، لكن هو قال لها ايه؟ don't worry. طب يقول لي بقى هل تعتقد ان سكينر كان عارف ان بيوتي كان ضعيف جدا على انه يشيلهم؟ طبعا of course he knew. هو طبعا كان عارف. ليه؟ because he didn't give Beauty any breakfast. هو ما ادهوش اي فطار. Question number 14. Why do you think that the rich man did not apologize to Jerry when he had to wait for him in the court؟ ليه هو ما اعتذرش ليه؟ طبعا because the rich man thought that it was Jerry's duty. يعني واجب جيري to wait for him as he was a driver. هو مجرد سواق. So he had to wait. هو لازم يستنى. And he thought that it was his job. بدل مش عارفة أكتب كلمة duty، ممكن أكتبها job. يعني it was his job to wait for him. Question number 15. Do you think that the man should pay Jerry for the time he waited outside the house? Why and why not؟ هل بتعتقد يعني أو تظن أن الراجل كان لازم يدفع لجيري مقابل الوقت اللي هو استنى؟ ليه؟ وليه لا؟ طبعا yes he should pay for him as he waited for him for more than 1 hour. يعني هو فضل مستنيه for more than an hour in the cold and that made him ill. وممكن كمان بنقول and he could have another passengers. يبقى he could have another passengers. Why do you think it was difficult for the horses to pull the carriage up a hill؟ ليه كان صعب للهورسز أو صعب عليهم إن هم يسحبوا الكارج في أعلى التل؟ طبعا because it was impossible to put their heads down with the reins. يعني كان صعب بالنسبة لهم إن هم ينزلوا راسهم لتحت في وجود الرينز، لأن عشان يقدر يطلع للتل لازم يوطي راسه. Do you think that Ginger was right to start to kick again؟ هل كان عندها الحق to start to kick again. Why and why not? Why and why not? طبعا yes because the rains were very uncomfortable. الرينز كانت ايه؟ غير مريحة بالمرة. And hurt her a lot. Question number 18. Why do you think that Earl Smythe said that he might not get much money for Ginger? ليه قال ان هو ربما لا يحصل على نقود كفاية مقابل جينجر؟ طبعا because her leg was badly hurt أو damaged, and she couldn't pull the carriage and ran fast and she started to kick again. يبقى أو ممكن أقول because she couldn't run fast and she couldn't pull the carriage and she started to kick and bite again. Why did Black Beauty think that Jerry was the best owner he had had? Because he was a good driver and a kind man. يبقى هو ليه بلاك بيوتي بيعتقد ان جيري هو افضل مالك على الاطلاق؟ لانه هو كان good driver and a kind man. He gave him the best food and a good rest. Question number 20. Why do you think that each of Ginger's owner paid less money for her? ليه كل واحد بيشتريها كان بيدفع less money for her؟ طبعا because she was getting old and weak. يبقى كانت كبرت ودافت and she started to kick again. Question number 21. Do you think that people were always happy to have Jerry as a taxi driver? Why and why not? يعني هل تعتقد ان الناس دايما كانت بتبقى مبسوطة انها تركب مع جيري؟ ليه وليه لا؟ طبعا no because he didn't always do what people wanted him to do. هو مش دايما بيعمل للناس اللي هم عايزينه. When the two young men offered him an extra pound, he refused to go fast. And when the rich man or the two men rode in the taxi in front of the poor woman, he didn't want to go and forced him to leave. يعني أجبرهم إن هم إيه يغادروا. عشان كده الناس ما كانتش دايما بتبقى مبسوطة إنها تركب معاه. Why do you think that Jerry took Captain to work on Black Beauty's first morning in London? ليه في اعتقادك جيري أخذ كابتن في أول يوم لبلاك بيوتي في لندن؟ طبعا because he didn't want Black Beauty to have a first difficult day in London. ما كانش عايزه يحصل على يوم أو أول يوم بالنسبة له يبقى يوم قاسي. Question number 23. How do you know that Jerry was a kind man? طبعا he offered to take the poor woman to hospital without any money. Why do you think that Skinner told the girl not to worry after she said that Black Beauty looked too weak to carry their bags? ليه هو قال لها don't worry بعد ما قالت له إنه too weak to carry the bags؟ طبعا because he didn't want them to take another taxi. لو ما كانش عايز العائلة دي تاخد another taxi. Why do you think that Black Beauty was sold at the part of the market where the horses were old or ill-looking? ليه في اعتقادك إن Black Beauty بيع في السوق في الجزء الخاص بالold and ill-looking horses؟ طبعا because Black Beauty looked very ill and weak. لأن هو بعد مرضه هو أصبح شكله very old and weak. Why do you think that Jerry became ill? ليه في اعتقادك جيري became ill؟ طبعا because he waited for the rich man for more than an hour in the cold. إن هو استنى الريتش مان لأكتر من ساعة in the cold يعني في البرد. Why do you think that Beauty was worried when Jerry found work with Mrs. Fowler? إيه اللي قلق جيري بيوتي لما لقى جيري وجد شغل مع Mrs. Fowler؟ طبعا because he knew that Jerry would sell him. لأنه عرف إن جيري هيبيعه. And he was afraid that he wouldn't have a good honor as he was getting old. وهو كان خايف ان هو ما يحصلش على good honor لانه عجز او كبر. Do you think the man in pass was right to hire black beauty two bad drivers? Why and why not? طبعا بيقول لي هل تعتقد ان المان في باس اللي هو كان بيأجره للباد درايفرز كان عنده الحق ان هو يأجره للباد درايفرز؟ ليه وليه لا؟ طبعا no, because black beauty was a good horse and he didn't deserve to be treated that way. ان هو كان good horse وما يستحقش ان هو يتعامل بهذه الطريقة. Why do you think Jerry refused to go faster and took a pound extra? ليه جيري رفض ان هو يجري اسرع وياخد جنيه زيادة؟ طبعا because he thought an extra pound wouldn't help if the horse get tired and couldn't work for the rest of the day. Question number 30. Why do you think Black Beauty found it difficult to live in London at first? طبعا because there was too much noise and so many people and it was difficult for him to find his way between all other carriages. Do you think Skinner was greedy? هل تعتقد ان Skinner was greedy؟ كان طماع؟ Why and why not؟ طبعا yes I do، يعني أنا أعتقد ذلك because he didn't give his horses enough food and he agreed to take the family with all her bags although he knew that he was weak. الحاجة التانية أو ممكن إجابة تانية ممكن أقول yes، طبعا مش هكتب هنا what yes because he agreed to go fast for an extra pound and he didn't care about his horse. Why do you think holidays were not common for taxi drivers؟ ليه في اعتقادك holidays were not common for taxi drivers؟ يعني ما كانتش شائعة بالنسبة للتاكسي درايفر. طبعا because they had to work hard taking people from house to house and they had to work hard without any rest to get enough money. Why do you think that Earl Smythe's wife used the special rings؟ ليه في اعتقادك هي كانت بتستخدم special rings؟ طبعا because they were the latest fashion، لأن هي كانت آخر أحدث موضة. Do you like York's character؟ هل أعجبتك شخصية يورك؟ Why and why not؟ طبعا the answer is yes because he was a kind helper and he looked after the horses very well. Do you think that Jerry was kind with the poor woman? Why? طبعا yes because he was because he offered to take her to hospital without paying any money. آخر سؤال معانا. Do you think that Fletcher deserved to be arrested؟ يعني هل استحق ان هو يتقبض عليه؟ Why and why not؟ طبعا yes because he was a thief، ان هو كان لص. He stole the horse's money he stole the horse's food and gave it to his rabbits. طبعا ال 36 سؤال دول أسئلة منتقاة من كتاب المدرسة، كتاب الاكتيفيتي، ومن الامتحانات السابقة، فدي فيها أهم الأفكار اللي ممكن تجينا في الامتحان، وإن شاء الله الامتحان ما يخرجش عنها أو بيدور حوالين هذه الأسئلة. لو في عندنا أي استفسار أو أي حاجة أنتوا عايزينها ممكن تكتبوها لي في الكومنت، ويا ريت نتابع القناة ونفعل الجرس عشان يوصل لنا تنبيهات بفيديوهات المراجعة في الفترة القادمة، وانتظرونا في ليلة الامتحان.